Hey son, Tony wanted me to run you through the checkout process. You already know what this is, but I'll run you through it anyways. This is the checkout for right after the cart. So if they have an account, let's go through if they have an account already. So let's pretend that I just signed in, enter my username and my password. It should take you to this section here. What I forgot to add actually is within the credit card section, the credit card should have asterisks. It should only show the last 4 digits of the credit card that the user entered. At the bottom here, I actually would a nice little just a simple link that says change card here with a drop arrow, and when that user clicks the drop arrow change card, it'll just have a nice little, not a pop-up, but I guess you could call it a mini pop-up, listing all the credit cards that they have on file. And all it should just be is like a little radio selection button here. The first one should obviously be selected because that's the one they're using, and it'll just say last 4 digits of the credit card, last 4, so right there, name on the card, and then expiration date. Again, I didn't really come up with a design for that, but just keep it within the color scheme, keep it simple. As well, it should list as many cards as the user has entered into this into the database, and it'd just be a little button here that says OK, and it should just automatically close, and then it'll propagate the correct information based on that card up here. I just actually created a profile page. I guess I'll jump to that now just to show you what that looks like. So here's a profile page. Basically, how the user access the profile page is when they click up here, their username. When they click on their username, they will be taken to their profile page. Again, pretty self-explanatory. Whatever the registration was, it should already be pre-filled. Their name, last name, address. I don't really think. I think all these fields should be editable. So if they change their email address, again, their email address is their login, password. Everything should be editable. If they need to change anything, they should be able to do so. Here's the interesting part: cards on file that's basically the files that they entered, or their credit card that they have entered into our system. This is pretty simple stuff here. So if they want to add a new card, just put in a new card number, new card on name, set the expiration date, whatever, and click add. When you click add, I'm not sure if you're familiar with basically jQuery and let me see. Why can't it's slipping my mind right now? But it's basically another framework, but it just automatically does it for you. Hold on one second. Hey, Sen, it's called Ajax. So basically, when you enter this information, hit add. It should just it shouldn't reload the page. It should just basically add a new line there, right under here, with a new ticker box. Card information, everything that they entered here. That's pretty simple. And again, when the user saves, the user has to save the info, and then it'll just, instead of refreshing, I guess you could refresh here, it'll just have another nice little pop-up that says your information has been saved, and then have a close box or have a countdown that says like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll close in 5 seconds or whatever. That's pretty much it for the profile page. Actually, since we're looking at the profile page, I know I'm kind of going about this a little backwards, but let's view one second, the registration page, which looks a lot like the profile page. So again, basically same thing as almost a profile page. So when the user, actually, you know what? Let's not go through here, not just yet. All right, so that was what happens when a user goes through sign in. It's pretty simple. It shouldn't have, because they've already entered their username and everything like that. So now back to the registration page. So let's say the user decides to create a new registration. Again, simple stuff. First name, last name. I mean, they fill out all that stuff. And here they have to enter a payment option to move forward. Now, when they put in a payment option, for right now, we're not giving them the option to add more than one card. I think it's not necessary at this stage. So when they add that, if they don't enter everything here, there should be a little pop-up that says, please enter everything, whatever, somewhere along those lines. Once they submit it and everything's correct, and they click on submit, since they're going through the buying process, it should basically bring them back to the login checkout. Now, since they inputted everything already, again, all this stuff is just being carried over from what they entered, you know, credit card first name, so forth, so forth. Again, a little change card name here should be available. Actually, also, on that note, when I had mentioned where it shows you the card names, let's say they only have one, they put another, like, just a link that says add new card. And what that happens is now that should just take them through to the profile page where they could add a new card, basically what you saw. And that's pretty much it for checkout under registration if you're logged in. Now let's do express checkout. Let's say they opt not to sign in or register, and they just put their email address right here to begin the checkout, express checkout process here. What happens is when they enter their email and hit continue, they should be led here. Pretty self-explanatory. They have to enter all their, the information that's necessary, credit card information, promo code, donation. Again, when it applies, I don't really know what else to say about this, but it's pretty self-explanatory. And then when they hit place order, order's done. That's it. I guess I didn't really make that page. The place order page basically should just be a summary of the data of what they're buying, and then saying like thank you for making your purchase and whatever else instruction they need. I'm not even 100% sure what DCWS wants at the end, whatever their message is at the end. That's pretty much it. Same thing goes for now. What we're looking at here is the express donation. I mean, it's when the user clicks on donate button on the front end, this is what they will be brought to. If they have an account already, is the exact same process that I showed you, except it just has a different. It just leads you in. So let's go through it again. I guess user signs in. They are taken to this page. It should already be, all these fields should be pre-populated already based on the registration. The registration is not any different than the other process I just showed you. It's the same exact process, but do keep in mind, again, we'd want to keep that change carder right here on the bottom with a drop down, and just the same options that I had mentioned already. Everything else is pretty much self-explanatory from here. And going back again, if they are doing express donation, they enter their email address. They are brought to this section here. Now, hold on, son. I gotta make a few changes on here. Something happened. 1 second. All right. Again, same thing. Express donation. They have to. The first thing I put was the donation amount. When they enter the donation amount up here, just make sure that it automatically propagates over here. Obviously, I just realized ignore promotion. There's no promotion code for donation, so that could be removed. And again, same thing: name, address, city, state, zip, phone number, credit card, everything. Once they hit the donate button, same thing. Thank you page, thank you for your donation, so forth, so forth. It doesn't have to be complicated. It's just simple text at this point. I think I pretty much covered everything. We talked about profile, express checkout. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Everything is, that should be it. Let me know if you have any other questions. All right, thank you.